Welcome to Sports Paws. I'm Dylan Summer.
And I'm Manhunt Champion Paul Siracusa.
Paul, the women's basketball team had an absolute thriller against Rhode Island on Thursday, so let's get right into it.
They definitely did, Dylan. Could the Bobcats break?
And we're going to dive right into the first quarter. Maria Keeley's going to find Jackie Grisdale, who's going to knock down the three, and then it's URI's turn right the other way. Ines DeBroy drives to the basket. Then it's Anna Foley who's going to get the fadeaway to go. Splash from her right into the second quarter. Raven Douglas off the screen, knocks it down from the key, gets the Bobcats further in front. Then it's Paige Girardi with a gorgeous cut inside, makes it, giving the Bobcats a further lead. Then URI is going to get back though. Loose ball, gets it up court to Sophie Phillips, who's going to be outside and knocks down the three. Great shot from her. And at the half, it's 33-27. We're going to go right into the fourth. Bobcats battling back. Jackie Grisdale, ankle snatcher, gets it to go. And then it's Girardi from range. Bang! Quinnipiac back in front. Rhodey not done. Mismatch, gets the contact, and one bucket to go. And now, final seconds. Grisdale gets swarmed, but somehow finds Bree Bowen, who hits it! The buzzer beater. She has ice in her veins. And look at the celebration that will go with it. A top 10 Sports Center moment. 61-59. Quinnipiac will take this one. Grisdale put up 6 straight double-digit her scoring performance, and Paige Girardi scored a career high of 15.
The men's basketball team began MAC play on Friday where they took on the Canisius Golden Griffins. Quinnipiac made the trip to Buffalo on Friday to take on the Golden Griffins. First MAC game of the year for both these squads. Let's head to the first half. Let's go to the first possession where TJ Gadsden with the shimmy off the screen. Wide open three is good. Let's go to later in the half. Gadsden shoots from range again but misses short. Frank Mitchell with the rebound, and Gadsden gets the finish for the open layup. Look at him flex at the camera there. QU's Alexis Reyes drives from the perimeter and finishes with a tough offhand floater. Second half, Canisius started to run away with it in the second, where Trey Dinkins up top finds the Dutchman Sem Iatiendau for the deep three. Griffs up by 30. Now, Reyes with the rebound off the missed freebie. Arian Lewis takes it up, finds Reyes, wing, step up three, water. The Golden Griffins ran away with this one, 93-73 the final. Canisius rolled to victory behind 20-plus points from Dinkins and Iatiendau. Gadsden also had 17 in the contest. Quinnipiac struggled on the defensive end, but Reyes would have a career day.
On Sunday, the team went to the Falls at Niagara for their second MAC game. Could the Bobcats make a splash? Quinnipiac looking to bounce back from the Canisius loss against Niagara, and it's Matt Blanc getting some reps in right before this contest. And we're going to get right into the first half. Savion Lewis is going to get to his spot at the charity stripe right here, and he'll knock down the J. He still leads the nation in assists at this point, and then getting a point right there. Then it's Paul Otieno in the corner who will nail his first career three-pointer. Bobcats continuing to push it here as it's Doug Young who's going to be outside the arc, and he'll knock it down. Bobcats up by 6 at the half. Purple Eagles still keeping this game close though as Harlan Obio breathes some life back into the offense with back-to-back and ones. On the second one, Otieno gets the block off the rep, but the offensive rebound goes to Obio, and he's talking that talk, and then it's Lewis advancing the ball to Matt Blanc, who gets the end one to go. He's hyped about that one. And then he gets a foul shot chance to make it a three-point game. That won't go. And then it's time for Niagara to make a run. Initial shot won't go, but it's Ya Obangang Mensah with the follow-through, and we're heading into overtime. Overtime, it's going to be all Bobcats. Matt Blanc will nail 2 threes, including this one in the corner. And Quinnipiac walks away with a 75-68 victory. Blanc coming up clutch in overtime puts them over the top.
At Sports Paws, we're all getting into the holiday spirit, and men's basketball beat reporter Beckett Calkins has a special holiday hoops segment for us.
Mike's muted.
Okay,
You're good.
All right. Just want to make sure. Good job, guys. Those came out well. Those came out pretty well.
15.
Keep up that energy. Oh, sorry. You getting everybody's shots.
Shot after me.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll pretend to be inspirational. Yeah. So that was good. Break here, and then the hockey stuff's coming up. But that was really good. I know we had some ups and downs with that run through, but that came out really well. So I'm proud of you guys for that. Feeling good still?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, still feel great.
Let's go. Jesus, just everyone wants to get in your shot.
I'm taking more reactions. My manager, sorry. So yeah.
Were you doing head, shoulders, knees, and toes?
Yes, that's how I was doing it.
I'm watching the Celtics. They're down by 4 right now. Hey, produce your show, alright?
You just said this. So you
Yeah,
got
they're down by 2 right now. It's like 4 minutes
on the show. Of course, it's a Burger King commercial. All right, he's on his last thing, and then we're going to men's ice hockey. These are leaders. Let's get the OT offer in there again. After you finish, put it, just bring it in.
From the hardwood to the ice, the men's ice hockey team hit the road to Troy, New York to face the RPI Engineers on Friday night. The Bobcats came out on top of the Engineers, winning 5-1. The offense clicked early in the first period and did not look back. Sophomore forward Sam Lipkin got his team on the board within the first 3 minutes of the contest. Lipkin also set up 2 later goals scored by junior forwards Colin Graff and Jacob Quillen. Graff put on a show, tallying 3 assists as well. Quinnipiac capitalized on its power play opportunities as it converted on 2 of its 4. RPI could only squeak 1 goal past the Bobcats from Tyler Hodson. After his 4-point game, Colin Graff reached a huge career milestone. Graff recorded the 100th career NCAA point of his career as a Bobcat. Graff has 79 points in 51 games, averaging 1.55 points per game. He hit the ground running when he arrived in Hamden and was continued to keep up the pace. This season, in his 10 appearances, he has 20 points, which averages to 2 points per game. The other 21 points come from Graff's time at Union College. Speaking of Union, Colin Graff and the Bobcats finished the weekend after against the Gardner Chargers on Saturday. Even though Colin Graff would not get a point against his former team, the Bobcats still took care of business, shutting out Union 5-0. Sam Lipkin had another great game as he found the back of the net twice. The other Bobcats that got on the score sheet were Christoph Filion, CJ McGee, and Victor Cherneskianer. Goaltender Benny Duplessis recorded his second shutout in a Bobcat uniform with 23 saves. With the win, the Bobcats stay unbeaten in ECAC play.
Following their 2 blowout wins, which Bobcat took home a conference award? The answer is sophomore forward Sam Lipkin. Lipkin was named the ECAC Hockey Forward of the Week due to his strong weekend performance against Union and RPI. The Coyotes draft pick recorded 3 goals and 2 assists in the 2-game stretch. This is Lipkin's first weekly award of the season and the 7th week that a Quinnipiac player has taken home an ECAC Hockey Weekly Award. After 2 sound victories from the Bobcats, will Quinnipiac see any movement on the latest USCHO poll? Quinnipiac will stay put at number 5 in the national poll. The Bobcats did receive 3 first-place votes, though North Dakota claimed the top spot after receiving 33 first-place votes. The previously number 1 ranked Boston College Eagles dropped 1 spot after its loss to Northeastern Boston University, and Denver also lost games last week and traded positions on the poll, with Boston University taking the 3 spot. With Wisconsin, Michigan State, Maine, Providence, and Minnesota closed out the top 10.
And just like that, we're already at our first break of the night. Don't go anywhere, though. The women's ice hockey team also had another weekend of conference games against RPI and Union. We'll break down their performances and see who shined the brightest.
Plus, some members of the women's hockey team hit some milestones of their own. Keep it here on Sports Paws to find out who.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
How you feeling, Don?
Guys, we can't mute here, so just be careful. Yeah, I guess we can't mute on the desk here, so just be careful. Don't talk, I guess.
I need to get this.
Good stuff in here. Fantastic.
Seconds. 30 seconds. Five, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Thank you for staying with us on Sports Paws. On Friday, the women's ice hockey team played the Union Garnet Chargers in Hamden. After winning the Nutmeg Classic last weekend, the Quinnipiac women's ice hockey team took on the Union Garnet Chargers in Game 1 of their ECAC weekend slate. First period now, and a shot from Riley Walsh comes in on Logan Angers, but she makes the save. Now blink and you might miss it. Emerson Jarvis wraps the puck around Sophie Matsoukas for the 1-0 lead. What a play from her. Moving on to the second period, Kate Riley breaks the puck into the zone, gets by a defender, dishes a pass over to Kaylin LaMarche, and she puts that one in. 2-0 Bobcats. Now, let's go to the second period. Don't count out Union, as this puck will eventually find the stick of Riley Walsh, and she makes no mistake this time, ripping 1-5 hole of Angers. She points to the bench, knowing what's up. It's do or die time heading into the third, and Jess Shriver takes center stage, intercepting the play, going backhand to forehand on a breakaway, sneaking into the back of the net to extend the Bobcat lead to 2 goals. Question: did you think the Jess Shriver show was done? Not a chance. Puck heads to Sophie Urban. She misses the net. Then it finds Jarvis, who Shriver in front and roofs that one for top shelf, and she seals the game for the Bobcats as they take this one 4-1. Shriver with a huge performance for the Bobcats, scoring twice in the win, and now they focus their attention to a date with the RPI Engineers on Saturday to close out the weekend. In that game, grad student Kate Riley set a record for the most goals scored by a Quinnipiac defender. Let's go to women's ice hockey beat reporter Zach Stokinger, who has the story.
Kate Riley and her squad next faced off against the RPI Engineers on Saturday. Bobcats facing off the Engineers at home, looking for the weekend sweep. We're in ahead right into the first period. Co-captain Kate Riley makes a pass to Sadie Peer, who's going to find Madison Chandler, and the Bobcats will get on the board first early into the first period. Great goal from Chandler right there, and then it's Maddie Skevich who's going to wrist the puck into the net. Her first goal of the year, putting the Bobcats up 2-0. And then the Engineers are going to try to make a move in the offensive zone, but Logan Anders makes the save there. Into the second period, RPI trying to get on the board for the first time. Megan Byram stuck in the corner, but gets free and gets the goal, putting the Engineers on the board for the first time. Not long after, Nia Steigoff makes a pass to Zoe Ewens, who gets it to Veronica Bach, getting it into the back of the net, 3-1 Quinnipiac. And then later, it's Emerson Jarvis swiftly moving to the goal, ripping it past the goalie, making it 4-1 Quinnipiac. Now on to the final period of play. We're going to see Nia Phillip make a move. She rips one, but Logan Andrews again with a save. And then finally, Nia Kristoff gets the goal to finish it out. But Quinnipiac will come out with the victory 4-2, staying still unbeaten in ECAC play. It's staying unbeaten at home this season. Following the weekend, the women's ice hockey team stands as the 10th ranked scoring defense in the country. Eli Ehlers has more. With strong performances in both its wins, where will the women's ice hockey team fall in this week's USHO poll? Just like the men's team, the women's ice hockey team saw no movement in this week's poll, remaining at number 7. Ohio State stayed at the top of the poll despite losing to St. Cloud State. The Buckeyes received 14 first-place votes to keep its top spot. Meanwhile, Minnesota leaped Wisconsin in the poll after the Badgers' loss against Minnesota Duluth. Colgate and Clarkson follow Wisconsin, each receiving one first-place vote. Then Minnesota, Duluth, Quinnipiac, St. Cloud State, Cornell, and St. Lawrence rounded out.
Let's now switch over to the women's indoor track and field team. The team had its first meet on Saturday at the Sharon Collier Danville season opener at Boston University. Junior sprinter Avery Jordan took the victory in the 60-meter dash, while Oletian Olagonde placed second in the high jump, and Olivia DeBellis placed third in the pole vault. DeBellis' mark of the 3.30 meters in the pole vault put her second on the program list. Izzy Alzanado's time of 41:30 in the 300-meter also clocked her in as fifth on the program charts, while multiple other runners set personal records. The Bobcats will head to the Yale season opener next weekend. And just like that, we reached our second break of the night. When we come back, Star Field hockey beat reporter Stella Titmeyer took home a regional off-season award after another fantastic year with the Bobcats.
And as tradition, we'll close it out, turning back the clock, going through the top 10 plays of the semester. Keep it here on Sports Paws. Welcome back to Sports Paws. Graduate student Stella Titmeyer was named to the National Field Hockey Coaches Association Division I All-Mid-East Region First Team for the second year in a row. Titmeyer has racked up the honors all offseason as she was named to the Big East Midfielder of the Year and was an All-Big East First Team selection. This season she had 6 goals, which tied her for the team lead with Lucia Pompeo and Amelia Massarelli. 2 of her goals were game winners against Dartmouth and Hofstra. She also led the team with 7 assists and 19 points.
Following Saturday's win over RPI, women's ice hockey beat reporter Anthony Rossi captured the team's annual skating with the Bobcats event.
Paul, for your last show, we decided to go big for you this time. And instead of top 5, why don't we do top 10?
Oh, Dylan, you spoil me. Number 10, Stella Titmeyer fires in a rocket. Bobcats take it 3-2.
On to play 9, men's ice hockey. It's a spinorama from Colin Graff that'll get the crowd going in this shootout type of a game. Bobcats win it 8-0. And once again, we look from Graff. What a play with the spin move there.
Let's go number 8, volleyball versus Fairfield. Damla Ganesh taps into no man's land for the point. Bobcats win this one 3-1.
We head to the court for play number 7, men's basketball in CCSU. Matt Belong driving, takes a step, and beats the buzzer with a beauty right there. Bobcats win that one 74-70.
Let's go to play number 6, women's ice hockey at Yale. Kendall Cooper with a deke and scores backhand top shelf. Look at that shot. Bobcats would win this game 6-3.
Back to field hockey for play number 5. Christina Torres doesn't care about your percentages with a penalty save. Bobcats would drop this one 2-1, but once again, we look at the save. What a play from Torres right there.
Play number 4, women's soccer MAC championship versus Fairfield. Corner kick comes in. Courtney Chokel makes sure that one's in. Bobcats take the game and the MAC title 1-0.
Back to the ice for play number 3. Logan Andrews stretches her way out for the save right here. Bobcats win it 5-1. Andrews once again getting that stick out there to make that save.
Play number 2, men's ice hockey versus BC. Mason Marcellus buries the biscuit and blows the roof off to tie the game in the third. Bobcats would lose this game 2-1 in overtime. Look at that play again. Wow. That is what I'm talking about.
And finally, play number 1, women's soccer versus Princeton. We see Air Sofia Luis-Pinoso with a crazy leaping save. Bobcats would lose that one 4-2. And in a blink of an eye, Sports Paws 2023 has come to an end. Thank you for watching tonight's special holiday edition of Sports Paws. To stay up with the latest in Quinnipiac athletics, follow us on X and Instagram at Q30Sports. Also visit our website at Q30.com. And with that, I toss it over to Paul for one last time.
During my 3.5 years at Q30 Television, I have been fortunate enough to help produce Sports Paws and beat report the volleyball, lacrosse, and rugby teams, with many hard-working and creative people. As I prepare for life's next adventure, I would like to thank my supportive family and all of the great people that I have met during my time at Q30 and Quinnipiac. I would not be here without their support. I'm extremely lucky to have formed such great relationships with so many people that will last a lifetime. Thank you all for making my college experience so memorable. I wish you all nothing but future success. Thank you.